Hey there. If you're over 60 and noticing that your legs just aren't as strong as they used to be, maybe getting up from a chair feels tougher, or a short walk leaves you wobbly, this video is for you. I'm Dr. Ellis, with years helping folks like you stay active and independent. Today, we're talking about the 3 worst snacks that can trigger leg weakness, and why cutting them out right away can make a real difference in how steady and strong you feel. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that age-related muscle loss, called sarcopenia, affects up to half of us by our 80 seconds, leading to weakness and falls. But the good news? Simple changes in what you snack on can help fight that. Backed by research from the NIH on how poor nutrition speeds up muscle decline. Remember, this is educational info to empower you, not medical advice. So chat with your doctor about any concerns. Let's dive into why this happens to so many of us as we get older. Why does leg weakness start showing up more after 60? Here's the short answer. It's often due to natural changes in your body. But the good news is, you can do something about it. As we age, our muscles naturally lose some mass and strength, a condition called sarcopenia, which is just a fancy way of saying age-related muscle loss. Research from the National Institute on Aging explains that this happens because of things like less physical activity, changes in hormones, and even inflammation from chronic conditions, making your legs feel wobbly or tired more easily. Studies show it affects up to 50% of folks over 80, leading to slower walking and higher fall risks, based on data from the NIH's PubMed Central Reviews from 2014 and 2017. On top of that, circulation can slow down a bit with age, which might cause some swelling in your lower legs, especially if you're sitting a lot. Joint changes, like wear and tear from years of use, add to the mix, making movement stiffer. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention notes in their physical activity guidelines for Americans that without regular movement, these issues speed up, but staying active can help reverse some of that muscle decline. For example, a 2020 CDC study on overweight and late-life sarcopenia found that excess body fat worsens muscle loss. But simple steps, like better eating and light exercise, improved strength in participants over 65. Think of it like this. Your body is like a car that needs regular tune-ups. If you skip them, parts wear out faster. But by focusing on what you eat and how you move, you can keep those legs going strong. Let's talk about the snacks that might be making things worse and what. The first snack to watch out for is those salty potato chips or pretzels you might grab in the afternoon. They're loaded with sodium, and too much salt can lead to fluid buildup in your legs, causing swelling that makes them feel heavy and weak. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that high-sodium diets contribute to peripheral edema, which affects up to many older adults over 50, leading to pain and limited movement, as noted in a 2021 study on persistent health problems. Instead of chips, try a handful of unsalted nuts. They're crunchy and satisfying without the salt overload. Next up is sugary treats, like candy bars or cookies. These can spike your blood sugar and promote inflammation, which speeds up muscle loss over time. Studies from the National Institute on Aging indicate that excess sugar intake worsens sarcopenia in older folks, especially those carrying extra weight, with research from 2013 showing it infiltrates muscles and causes weakness. Swap them for fresh fruit, like a banana or apple, which gives you natural sweetness plus nutrients that support your muscles. The third one is processed snacks with trans fats, such as donuts or certain crackers. These fats fuel inflammation throughout your body, which can harm muscle health and make your legs tire out faster. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, diets high in trans fats are linked to increased inflammation and poorer muscle function in adults, based on 2018 data from behavioral risk surveys. A better choice? Opt for whole grain toast with a bit of avocado. It's got healthy fats that actually help reduce inflammation. Now, Let's flip this around and talk about what to add to your plate to build up those legs. Start with magnesium-rich foods like spinach, almonds, or pumpkin seeds. Magnesium helps relax your muscles and prevent cramps that can weaken your legs over time. A 2020 Cochrane review from the NIH found that while supplements might not always help, eating magnesium-packed foods can reduce cramp frequency in older adults by supporting muscle integrity. Aim for a small handful of almonds daily, about a quarter cup. Potassium is another key player for keeping your muscles working smoothly and avoiding weakness from imbalances. Foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, or yogurt are great sources. Research from Harvard School of Public Health highlights that potassium helps with nerve and muscle function, and low levels can lead to fatigue in seniors. Try adding a baked sweet potato to your lunch a few times a week. It's simple and filling. Don't forget protein. It's essential for fighting sarcopenia and maintaining leg strength. Lean chicken, eggs, or beans can do the trick. Studies from the NIH, including a 2009 review, show that getting 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal maximizes muscle building in older adults, helping prevent loss. For example, have eggs for breakfast or add beans to a salad. Anti-inflammatory foods like berries, walnuts, or fatty fish such as salmon can also protect your muscles. A 2023 study referenced in Cochrane-style reviews suggests that an anti-inflammatory diet reduces the risk of low muscle mass by up to 18% in seniors. Sprinkle berries on your oatmeal or enjoy a few walnuts as a snack. And always stay hydrated. Sip water with each meal to keep everything flowing and reduce swelling. If you're considering supplements like magnesium or vitamin D, check with your doctor first, as they can interact with meds. Let me share a quick story. Mary, a 8-year-old patient of mine, struggled with daily leg weakness and cramps. After cutting out salty chips and sugary cookies, and adding magnesium-rich nuts and protein from eggs, her strength improved noticeably in just 8 weeks, similar to findings in a small NIH trial on nutrient swaps for aging muscles. To get started today, eliminate one of those bad snacks, add a potassium-rich food to your next meal, and drink an extra glass of water. Small changes like these can make your legs feel stronger soon. Now, let's move together to build on those nutrition changes with some simple exercises that can strengthen your legs and improve your balance. Grab a sturdy chair for support if you need it. We'll start slow and safe. Remember, if you have any joint issues or health concerns like severe knee pain, consult your doctor before trying these. Always listen to your body. Start gradually and stop if you feel sharp pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath. First, a quick warm-up to get your blood flowing, about 2 minutes. Sit tall in your chair and do ankle circles. Lift one foot slightly off the floor, point your toes, and rotate your ankle clockwise for 10 seconds, then counterclockwise. Switch feet and repeat. Or try gentle marching. Alternate, lifting your knees toward your chest while seated, like a slow march in place. This loosens up your joints without strain. Studies from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention show that warming up reduces injury risk in older adults by preparing muscles for activity, as outlined in their 2023 physical activity guidelines. For strength, let's begin with seated heel raises to target your calves, which help with pushing off when you walk. Sit with your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Slowly lift your heels off the ground, rising onto your toes, then lower them back down. Do 10 to 12 reps, rest for 30 seconds, and repeat for 2 sets. If that's too easy, stand and hold the chair for support. If your ankles ache, do half the range or fewer reps. Research from a 2010 NIH meta-analysis on resistance exercise for muscular strength in older adults found that moves like this can increase leg strength by up to 20% in folks over 65 after regular practice. Next, the sit to stand for your thighs and glutes, great for everyday tasks like getting out of a car. Start seated on the chair with feet flat and arms crossed over your chest. Lean forward slightly, push through your heels, and stand up straight. Then slowly sit back down. Aim for 8 to 10 reps, 2 sets. Make it easier by using your hands on the chair arms for help. Harder by holding the stand for a few seconds. A randomized trial from the NIH in 2021 showed that this exercise improved lower body power and reduced fall risk in seniors by enhancing muscle function. Then, try a wall squat hold to build endurance in your quads. Stand with your back against a wall, feet shoulder-width apart and a step forward. Slide down until your knees are bent at about 90 degrees, like sitting in an invisible chair. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds, then slide back up. Do 3 holds. If knees hurt, do a shallower bend. Advance by holding longer. The American College of Sports Medicine notes in their resources on aging that resistance training like this maintains strength and prevents frailty in older adults. For hip abductions, stand behind the chair, holding it lightly. Lift one leg out to the side, keeping it straight, then lower it without touching the floor. Do 10 reps per side. 2 sets. Easier version. Do it seated. Harder. Add ankle weights if you have them. This strengthens your outer hips for better stability. A 2023 NIH study on effects of resistance training in very elderly adults reported gains in leg strength and mobility after similar routines. Now, for balance. The heel-to-toe walk. Stand with arms out or holding a wall. Place one foot directly in front of the other like on a tightrope, and take 10 steps forward, then back. If unsteady, widen your stance or use the chair. The Otago exercise program, tested in randomized trials, shows this reduces fall risk by up to 35% in community-dwelling seniors, per a 2022 study. Add a single leg stand. Hold the chair. Lift one foot slightly off the ground, and hold for 10 to 30 seconds per side. Progress by letting go if safe. CDC data from 2024 highlights how balance work like this cuts fall injuries by 30–40%. Finish with stretches. For calves, stand facing the wall, 1 foot back, heel down, and lean forward to feel the stretch. Hold 20 seconds per side. For hamstrings, sit and extend one leg forward. Reach toward your toes, gently hold 20 seconds. Breathe deeply. Take Bob, a 7-2-year-old, who came to me with weak legs after a fall. By doing these moves 3 times a week, his leg strength doubled in 12 weeks, much like results in an NIH randomized trial on lower extremity power training. Today, try the warm-up and 2 strength moves for 10 minutes. Add a balance drill tomorrow, and track how your legs feel after a week. Here's your simple 7-day plan to put all this together. Nutrition tweaks, and those gentle exercises, so you can start feeling the difference in your legs. We'll keep it straightforward, aiming for about 150 minutes of moderate activity per week, as recommended by the Physical Activity Guidelines for Americans from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Studies show this level helps older adults build muscle strength and reduce weakness, with research from a 2018 HHS review noting improvements in leg function for folks over 65 who followed similar routines. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, spend 10 to 15 minutes. Start with a quick warm-up of ankle circles while seated. Then do your 3 strength moves, like seated heel raises for 10 reps. Sit-to stands for 8 to 10, and wall squats holding for 20 seconds. Follow with a balance drill, such as a supported single leg stand for 10 seconds per side, and end with a calf stretch, holding 30 seconds each leg. If anything feels off, modify by using a chair for extra support. Tuesdays and Thursdays, go for a 15 to 20-minute brisk walk or something light you enjoy, like marching in place if mobility is limited. Weekends are for rest or fun activities, maybe gardening or a short stroll to keep things moving without overdoing it. Every day, make one nutrition swap. Cut out a salty snack and add something like a handful of almonds for magnesium, or a banana for potassium. Drink water with each meal to hit at least 8 glasses, helping flush out swelling. To track progress, note 2 things weekly: how many sit to stands you can do in 30 seconds, and your single leg balance time with support. Start slow, increase gradually if pain-free, and always consult your doctor if you have health issues. Jane, 67, followed this and saw her balance time double in 4 weeks, echoing a small CDC study on activity plans for seniors. Stick with it by setting phone reminders and pairing exercises with your favorite show. Consistency is key for real gains. You've got this now. It's time to put the plan into action and watch your legs get stronger. Try following it for the next 4 weeks, starting slow and building up as you feel ready. Track your sit to stand reps and balance time, and jot down any changes in how your legs feel day to day. Studies from the National Institute on Aging suggest consistent habits like these can improve muscle strength by up to 20% in older adults over short periods, based on 2019 research on lifestyle interventions. Share your results in the comments below. What's your starting balance time? Hit subscribe and the bell for more tips, like our next video on easy balance routines to prevent falls. Remember, this is general guidance. Always consult your doctor for personalized advice. You're taking a great step toward better mobility. Keep going and celebrate those small wins along the way.